Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our third day of Ganesha chanting for these 21 days, honoring Ganesha before we celebrate his birthday, his birth of Ganesha consciousness into our lives. And we are so happy that you're joining, and welcome to anyone who is new to this chanting session and everyone who has been participating since we started. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. We are on a journey to discover the ability to bust obstacles, to explore inside of us the chakra system, the psycho-spiritual centers inside of our energy system that aligns with the cosmos. It awakens our soul's consciousness. It helps us to communicate with divine beings. And as Dr. Playa shared, Ganesha is the first and foremost, and his energy is readily available at the base of the spine in the Muladhara chakra, or the root chakra, the psycho-spiritual center or energy wheel. So that is the center for survival anxiety. It's also the center for negative emotions such as anger, frustration, or sadness or depression. So our energy is down, it's low, it's depressed, and it's going to explode if we don't allow it to move up. So he's the god of the Kundalini energy. He's the god of Om. He will awaken that consciousness inside of us. And we've only been here for a couple of days, joining everybody from around the world. Thank you all for participating. And collectively, we are going to chant 1008 Om gums, which will go by very quickly. We're going to put them into various body parts, into the different parts of our brain. So we want to feel Ganesha. We want to experience his energy, his blessings, his grace. Again, to remove obstacles, to help the Kundalini energy to go up the spine in the subtle body, activating all the chakras, getting rid of or dumping or clearing out anything that is no longer serving us. And it's not just from the problematic areas of our life. It's every moment, every day. We want to experience miracles. And I have a little miracle to share that happened just about an hour ago. And I'll do that when we get into our open discussion, shared experiences, when you're welcome to share your questions on the chat or your experiences on the chat after we come out of our chanting session. So for now, the call is going to be, as it has been, Dr. Pillai is going to give us a message. We're going to watch about 10-minute video clip of Dr. Pillai sharing a bit more about Ganesha. And as I mentioned last night, there's a story about Ganesha and the magic mango, or the divine mango. So Dr. Pillai is going to share that story tonight in the video presentation. And then once we come out of the video presentation, we will go into the chanting session, which will be, there will be a little bit of a preparation meditation to align the chakras, to experience that focus and attention internally versus being distracted by whatever is going on in our environment. So we're going to really log on to that energy system and feel Ganesha moving it. So we may feel heat, we may feel tingling or pressure or pain. And it can be pain in the body. It could be pain of memories, so emotional pain that comes up to the surface and we're like, whoa, where did that thought come from? I don't want that. And the beauty of being with everybody here, chanting 1008 times, the amount of people who are going to be attending. I think last night it was around 250 or maybe more, I don't even know. So multiply that by 1008 chants of Om Gam, and we are going to the heavens internally as well as in the heavenly realms externally. So Ganesha, his consciousness lives in both. So we want to wake up his consciousness inside of us. We want to feel him rocking our chakras. We want to feel him releasing our energetic ties to the past, maybe past lives, maybe even future lives. Certainly this life, we want to get out of those stubborn obstacles or challenging situations with respect to relationships or finances or our health or even our spiritual progress. So we will set our intention right now before we get into this whole process. So your prayer to Ganesha, maybe your prayer to Dr. Pillai. Thank him for bringing you. And all you need to do is show up and then participate as you wish or as you are able to. There are no hard and fast rules. You could fall asleep completely, although we want you to stay awake and stay alert. So you could fall asleep, and that's okay because the energy will be really strong, and maybe you need to fall asleep. Maybe that's what the divine wants you to do, to knock out of your conscious state so that the energy can be absorbed into your subtle body, into your physical body, into your soul. And then set your alarm then for about maybe like a half an hour or so, and then you can come back and either go off, shut your YouTube off, or you can continue on and participate as you wish. So we will get started now with Dr. Pillai's message, his video presentation. It is Monday, August 3rd, 2020. And welcome. Let's get started.
That everyone should worship him before he worships any other gods. You may think that he is a very egocentric God. That's not true. The reason why he wants people to worship him first is people are not as intelligent as he is. He can, through his special intelligence, know ahead of time the obstacles and can help people to avoid those obstacles. And this is because of his special intelligence and also because of his love for humanity. Two qualities of Ganesha that stand forth are his concern for the human race, concern for their inability to know things, so he wants to warn them because he loves people. So there are two qualities that I can think of Ganesha. One is altruism, which is care for other people, and that is very, very a Ganesha character. And then the other character is all mothering, and like a mother. It's more than a biological term. Altruism and all mothering. If you go and look at Google search like elephant cognition wiki, you see these two characteristics, altruism and all mothering, are also found in elephants. So that's the reason why Ganesha demands that people worship him first, so that he can take care of them, because he loves them, he cares for them. So this is again not superstition. This is scientific fact. So on this day of the full moon of Ganesha, this energy does really get down to this earth plane. And that's, it was not arbitrarily chosen. It was chosen on the basis of cosmic energy. This is the window time to access Ganesha. That's why I'm doing all these small video clips, so that you can share this knowledge with the family and friends, and also particularly your children, who may be at a loss to know why we should worship this elephant-headed god. So just make sure that this knowledge gets to particularly children, so that they can understand what's really going on with the Ganesha Chaturthi, which is Ganesha's birthday. That's...
There is a story that's in heaven. These two sons of Shiva were sitting in with their dad. There came a sage, a saint, with a mango fruit. He said, "This is a divine mango." As he walked in, he was saying, "This is very, very special." Then Shiva told him, "Hey, you have come here to create problem with this mango. I know what's going to happen." Then he started saying, this sage, "Yes, this is a divine mango." And then the two kids of Shiva wanted the mango. But then he put a condition, the sage, that only one is allowed to have it and you cannot share this mango. So who is going to have it? Now Shiva said, "Now I told you, when you came with the mango, you're going to start a problem. So who is going to have it now? You say that it should not be shared. Well, we have to have a competition then. And whoever wins the competition gets the mango." What's the competition? The competition is whoever goes around the universe and come back first to this place will get the mango. Agreed? Agreed. And one was Ganesha, the elephant-headed god. That was the older son. Other was a beautiful son, Muruga, Subramanya. He had a peacock. He immediately jumped on his peacock, and the peacock started to fly, and he was already on his mission to go around the world. And this guy, Ganesha, who was very fat, and he had only a mouse, and the mouse almost died when he got on it. So he thought about winning the competition. He just came up with an idea. He went around his dad, Shiva, and the dad was holding the mango. And he went one round around him and said, "Dad, give me the mango." He said, "Why?" He didn't do anything. "We were here, you have not even started the..." "No, I completed it." He said, "How?" "So you are the supreme lord of the universe, right?" "Yes." "So if I come around you, then I have completed that. So give me the mango." "Unless you disagree with me that you are not the universe." "No, I can't disagree with that." "Then give me the mango." Then he gave the mango to him. If I have one reason for which I think that my life is meaningful, is because we have to find a way out for the entire human race. And that can be done only through the participation of a higher intelligence. And one of the highest intelligence is Ganesha. The yogis emphasize contact with Ganesha as a primary thing that for everyone, including beings living in other galaxies. We have a very rich tradition
from the Indian subcontinent that can teach us a lot about communication with the extraterrestrials. And that's what Ganesha means. Ganesha can give you solutions for all your problems, remove obstacles, and he is the personification of the highest intelligence. And he can be accessed through your own body, through your own subtle body, through the chakras. There are three chakras: the Muladhara, which is the what is called the root chakra in English, then the Manipura chakra, which is the navel chakra, and after that he is available right in the throat chakra, and where he plays a very important role in both the chakras. And the chakras are in the subtle body. I want you to have an experience of what happens to you when you listen to this Sanskrit chant that I'm going to do. To invoke Ganesha, I want you to close your eyes and then experience. And put your attention on your root chakra, which is at the base of the spine. Om Gananam tva Ganapatim Havamahe. Gana is the extraterrestrial being who can do things, and he is the Lord of that. That's what this chant means, the first line. Om Ghananam Ganapatitva Havamahe Kavim Kavinam. He is the intelligence, supreme intelligence. Kavim Kavinam. Kavi is intelligence, and Kavinam means the people who hold the rishis. They all depend on Ganesha. Upamas Sravastamam, he is the topmost intelligence. Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anaha, he is the originator of everything. He is the first of everything. So he has to be invoked and his presence made available at every stage in our lives as well. Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anah. We are inviting him and making him Sranvannodibihi Sida Sadhanam. Come on and sit in front of us and then listen to our prayers. Om Maha Ghanatipataye Namaha. So don't miss this. I am going to guide you step by step of how you can access this energy. God bless.
So with that, I hope you all had a good giggle about the mango. We have a mango here that we offer to the images of Lord Ganesha. And it's quite interesting that after or during this, I was watching the video and I have this very small crystal Ganesha here. He's been energized at one of the fire labs over the years that's offered through the services through Pillai Center or Ashraved. And so he is here at my desk and I was trying to figure out where I'm going to put him so he wouldn't be in the way because I have my computer and things here. And the mango was over on my right and I had the mango over on my left. And all of a sudden I find myself going over to the right where Ganesha is. So that's how he will show us or reveal to us when we are working with these images or working with the statues, pictures, working with the coconut like we shared last night, or the lemons or limes that you can use as surrogate technology, even the mango for Ganesha, then understand how to communicate with this divine being. And he's so fun. He's so loving. And not only did he want to be right next to the mango, his energy came alive inside of me. And I felt this giggling in my belly as if, oh my goodness, everything is going to be fine. So let's get started, and we will get into a state of receptivity where you'll feel your belly on fire. You'll feel the Kundalini energy waking up. And if you don't, trust that that fiery energy is happening. There's just a lot of layers of probably karmas or just deep-seated issues that the fire needs to purify, to burn away. So trust that that process is going on. And then you may feel towards the end of the chanting, or maybe throughout the chanting session, part of the call, that the energy came up and you could feel all the chakras getting activated. So hang in there right to the very end, because you never know when Ganesha is going to give you the mango, the fruit of all your efforts. So let's get settled in, close your eyes and put your attention internally. And you can focus at the base of the spine. You can imagine Ganesha in his form with an elephant head, and he has a pot belly and he rides a mouse. He is associated with reddish orangish color. And imagine that reddish orangish light pouring down your legs, even into your feet and toes and into the ground. Feel the energy of Mother Earth supporting you to receive Ganesha's blessings, bringing him into the earth plane. Feeling that energy moving back up the legs into the pelvic region, into the belly, the navel chakra, as Dr. Ply mentioned. Ganesha's energy is there at the navel chakra as well. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine a beam of light shooting up your backbone, enlivening the chakras on the way up, going through the top of the skull. This light enters the space, up, 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 up. It goes like an SOS, a searchlight, looking for the divine support of Lord Ganesha to enliven your whole process, remove obstacles in your life ahead of time, find shortcuts for you to come out of your harms and hurdles, give you supreme intelligence and laughter, so you can try smiling throughout the whole meditation and chanting practice, and Ganesha will be happy to join you. Starting at the base of the spine, we'll activate the root chakra, the Muladhara, with the sound Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move into the navel chakra, the belly. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move up to the heart center, middle of your chest. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move up to the throat. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move up to the middle of your brain, the third eye. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move up to the top of your brain. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Now, imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with or a vast light that embraces your body, your mind, your soul, penetrating deep into your being. Commune with that image in a way that is so personal for you and perfect for you today. Receive 2 beams of light in your eyes, piercing your eyeballs. Keep them steady and still. Receive the light that burns the stubborn karma that you see every day and you want to change it. Receive another beam of light into the spot between your 2 eyebrows on your forehead, piercing the third eye in the middle of your brain. Receive 2 beams of light shooting up the nostrils. 2 beams of light enter either ear, piercing the eardrums, lighting up the inside of your head. Your face heats up. A beam of light enters your mouth, pierces your tongue, lights it up, moves into the back of the throat, lights up the whole throat. The head is lit up, the brain is lit up, the body explodes with light. Receive the empowerment from Dr. Pillai's energy, his spiritual connection to you, your body, mind, and soul. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Focus your attention on the root chakra, the Muladhara at the base of the spine. And we'll begin our chanting practice. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Imagine the light exploding from the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra at the base of the spine. It's exploding in all directions, radiating out beyond this dimension, shifting dimensions, beyond the beyond. Release anything that is no longer serving you into the space. Receive the empowerment in your Muladhara. Move up to the navel chakra in the belly. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Allow the sound vibrations and the light to radiate out beyond the navel chakra, shifting dimensions. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands and fingers. Om gum, 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 om gum. Imagine the light and the sound vibrations radiating out from the heart chakra in all directions, shift dimensions. And move up to the throat. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Imagine the light and the sound vibrations radiating out in all directions from the throat. Shift dimensions. Move up to the third eye, middle of your brain. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Allow the light and the sound vibrations radiating out in all directions from the third eye, beyond the body, shift dimensions. Now put your attention on your brain, the front of the brain, the back of the brain, the sides of the brain, the top of the brain, the inside of the brain. Light it up with the sounds. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum. Om gum. Feel the light and the sound vibrations exploding in your brain, radiating out in all directions beyond the body. Shift dimensions. Now put your attention in your eyeballs. Keep them steady. Fill them with light. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum. Imagine the light exploding from the eyes, shooting out in all directions. Shift dimensions. Focus your attention on your nostrils. Shoot the beams of light up your nostrils. Om gum, 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 Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. 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 Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. The light shoots out beyond the nostrils, beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Move into the eardrums. Pierce them with light. The light enters the skull inside, lighting it up. Your face lights up. The heat is there, tingling, pressure. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. The light shoots beyond the ears. The inside of your head explodes with light, radiating out in all directions. Shift dimensions. The light enters your mouth, pierces your tongue, lights it up, lights up the back of the throat. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. The light explodes in the mouth, beyond the body, in all directions. Shift dimensions. The light pours down your throat, down into the core of your body, filling up all the organs, all the way down into the pelvic region. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum, om gum. The light explodes beyond the core of your body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Pour your attentional energy, the light down your legs, into your feet, even into the ground. Feel the stability of Ganesha. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum. Om gum. Feel the light explode beyond the legs in all directions. Shift dimension. Now move into your brain, back up to your brain, into the frontal lobe, the front part of your brain, behind the forehead. Allow Ganesha to take you to the anterior cingulate cortex in the frontal part of your brain, enlivening the von economo neurons, the neurons of care, compassion, altruism. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. 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 Om gum. The light explodes in all directions. Shift dimension. Now, imagine your aura lighting up, enlivened with Ganesha's blessings, pouring into the top of your head, filling up your whole body, from head to toe, even into the ground. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Imagine the whole body filled with light, exploding in all directions. Shift dimensions. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. Take your time to come back to yourselves, and on your way back, can make a prayer to Ganesha, to Dr. Pillai, for guiding your soul to come and birth Ganesha consciousness into you, building that high self-esteem, care, compassion, altruism, firing up your brain, firing up your body to find ways out, shortcuts to the challenges of everyday living. Make a prayer that whatever obstacle you want Ganesha to remove, you can just tell him, I dedicate this practice to you to do that, please. And of course, pray to Dr. Pillai for his blessings. And relax. Slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. Take notice of what you feel, or maybe a message came to you. Maybe you had an experience shifting dimensions from this third dimensional planet that we're on here, third rock from the sun called Earth. and we're in 3D consciousness. So we want to get beyond that, go to 4D or 5D or 6D or infinite D, infinite dimensions, where these divine beings live and they can heal you from those dimensions. So everything is consciousness, and Ganesha will push you, your consciousness, to go as far as it needs to go, to dump whatever is no longer serving you, that's holding you back from experiencing success in all the different aspects of your life. This is the time, this is the golden age. So whatever you've been doing up until this point, it doesn't matter. This is the moment for Ganesha to reveal to you, okay, let's go. So shifting the dimensions is something that people experience. Maybe they even jerk a little bit in their body, or they heat up, or they cry, or they do a little dance, or Ganesha shows them a little mystical, magical carpet ride, or a way out of their problems, or just feeling relieved, a lot lighter than when you entered into the realm of Ganesha, being birthed into you. Thanks to Dr. Pillai. And thanks to all of you for creating this group consciousness that is so much more powerful and palpable than that which we could ever do on our own. So we're coming off the full moon here in Eastern Daylight Savings Time into the first moon. And it's a very powerful time on this waning cycle of the moon now to go deep inside and let go and let God take you to your highest self. And you'll experience that high self-esteem and feeling like you are in the driver's seat of your life for once. And you have the backing of the divine. So I wanted to share with everyone about the upcoming initiations. Now that we're filling ourselves up with Ganesha, what is he telling us? What do we need to do next? So we don't want to just chant mantras and feel good for some time being. We were like, okay, you're in me. Now, what do I need to do? So Dr. Pillai has been guided by Lord Ganesha and the Tamil Siddha tradition, the tradition that he hails from, Dr. Pillai hails from. And they've given him authorization or permission to initiate all of you, if you so choose to, be initiated into 8 very secretive forms of Ganesha. Although you can read about it on the internet, or maybe you know about it from your tradition, it is the blessings of the master who will reveal to you, as per Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha said, hey, Dr. Pillai, you got to give this to people. So that course is going to be coming up. I'm just going to pop up a shared screen so you know what to look for at Pillai Center. And then there's also a link on the video below, or underneath the video here, that you can click on either now or later on, and then check it out. So last night we talked about this ability that's called Living Ganesha. Obviously there it is on the chat, on the screen. And in order for us to gain Ganesha's 8 preeminent powers to perform miracles, we need miracles. So chanting mantras is going to make us to feel connected to Ganesha, but how do we turn miracle consciousness on? So this upcoming birthday of Ganesha is an important time, as Dr. Pillai shares, because this is the day where his energy is abundantly available on the earth plane. So it's pouring in this Living Ganesha course. Dr. Pillai has been inspired to give 8 initiations to access 8 of Ganesha's preeminent miracle performing. There's all kinds of different qualities or characteristics or archetypes of Ganesha. These are the 8 miracle performing Ganeshas. So it will give you that energy, that intelligence to wake it up inside of you. Dr. Ply needs to give you the initiation. So then you can actualize these powers. It's not about philosophy. He's got to get you in there and turn it on. So we talked about Golden Ganesha last night, Haramba Ganapati, 5-headed gold Ganesha, who will give you gold consciousness. And then the next one is Ganesha compressing time. So time is karma. So people say, how do I change my destiny? So we're all born from going from point A to point B in our life. So we want to know what the fastest route is. So this Ganesha says, well, your karma is to go from point A to B, but you've got to go C, D, E, F, side, winding roads, climbing mountains, falling into the valleys, going over waterfalls, climbing back out of it, nearly drowning, laughing, crying, everything, you know. So Ganesha says, listen, you've done enough of that. Let's just get into compressing the karma, which means to compress time. So you don't have to go off in Never Land. You can come back to your center. So acquiring these supernormal powers to compress time and space, because Ganesha is beyond all that. He just wants you to be in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. That's the empowerment that you're going to get with this Ganesha compressing time. So Dr. Ply shares this webcast is about the Ganesha who's in charge of time and space. He'll compress time, and that's his specialty. So there's no need to wait. As Dr. Ply shares, waiting is a waste of time. It really is. You're just sitting in your karma with your karmic thoughts. I'm stuck. I don't know a way out. I don't have enough money. I don't have good relationships. I don't have people I can trust and help me. I feel I'm alone. I feel like I don't have the intelligence or the beauty, or I'm not handsome, or I don't have the connections that other people have, or the education or skill sets. Not with Ganesha. He doesn't need that. He just needs your heart and soul. And he needs you to go get initiated to get it unlocked. So one of Dr. Ply's teachings is to do it now, but there are many obstacles and we can't even conceive of getting these done in an hour. So Dr. Ply is going to introduce everyone to the time and space Ganesha or Ganapati in this second initiation. So first initiation is this gold Haramba, 5-headed gold Ganesha. And then the Ganesha who is going to compress time, compress your karma, squish it, crush it. It can't make you to go anywhere but to the goal. So that's what it is. Check it out. It's going to be from August 15th to 22nd. And then there's an early bird special if you go read about it up until August 11th. So we don't want anybody to miss out on this. And if you think, oh my goodness, how am I going to afford this? Or should I do it? Then you just keep praying to Ganesha. And if the money comes, then definitely. Hey, and it has happened. People will say out of nowhere it came. And I even got the early bird bonus. So when that does happen, that means that Ganesha is saying, go get initiated. That's the highest intelligence. Money comes and goes, relationships come and go, health comes and goes, all that stuff comes and goes. But get the blessings and have an amazing life. So many of us have had so many experiences with Dr. Pillai giving us initiations, and I am so excited about getting these initiations. So initiations are not just a one-off, unlocking something and then you have it. You do, but you've got to make it grow and grow. And then all your obstacles as you go along in life, they will be completely gone. It will be like paved road, a golden road. So that's what we want, because as we get older, we don't have the energy to fight and to struggle. So we're always being filled up with that consciousness. So hopefully that has been inspiring for some people. I've received emails already and they're like, oh my God, I'm so excited about getting into this course. The initiations are already working. They already feel something shifting. So that was amazing when I received those emails last night. So let us say hello here. Thanks everyone for joining. Those of you who need to jump off, we're going to take some questions or shared experiences if that's what you want to do. Radha, our fabulous PILLAI'S Center support person, has been posting some notes on the chat and then answering your questions if that's possible. I hope that if you do have any questions that have been unanswered, then post them back on the chat and I'll say hello. And there's lots of thank yous, that's what Ganesha loves. Ganesha wants you to acknowledge that he did it. He made you get here and he made you experience what 1008 times all the number of people here feels like. And that energy is waking up his consciousness. It's birthing his consciousness in you, such that by this 21st day of chanting together, or maybe on your own, he is going to be able to really explode his energy into you, birth it full on and keep it there, full power. So lots of gratitude, lots of words of gratitude, messages of gratitude. Alice is saying here, will we be able to watch the initiations because you have to work? Absolutely. It's going to be in a course, a PILLAI'S Center Academy course. It's also going to have a live teaching component to review everything. So those people who join will get that teaching and get that guidance from the PILLAI'S Center teachers. So what time are the live initiations, Julieta? I'm not really sure because all those details are being worked out with Dr. Pillai, and he has to get the message from the cosmos. So stay tuned. But you will, if you don't get that, if you can't align with that time because you're in a different time zone and you're sleeping at that time or you're working or doing whatever, the initiation vortex will be opened and you will just pour into it, as many of us have experienced over the years. It's even more palpable, actually, because in the moment it's just like, whoa, what just happened? And then when it settles down and grows in the space and then you watch the recording, it's like, wow, this is really awesome. So is there a difference between Ganesha or Ganesh? No. Ganesha has many names, just like you might have a short form to your name. Faraz is saying, hi, C. Teresa, keeping up a smile on my face all through the 1008 chants. Work big time. Oh, good. A happy Ganesha was bringing happiness to every cell of my body. He literally changed the inner pulse. And that's what he does. He just starts to make you to giggle because the energy is so strong inside of you and it's in your belly. So you can see him with his pot belly and imagine you become Ganesha, you have this pot belly and it's just jiggling with joy. And that's what we want to have in our lives, is joy. And that's the sign, the first sign of spiritual evolution and spiritual jumping is joy. Joy for no reason. And you're smiling inside out and you're not really even understanding why. And that means he's gotten into you. So that's great for us. We should make smiling and chanting a daily practice. Is that why we wish happy Ganesha Chaturthi? Yeah, absolutely. And try it with any mantra, because the mantra is protecting your mind from negativity. So if you've been worried, you're concerned, you're angry, you're upset, you're frustrated, you're so impatient, you're tired of waiting, and you just are snapping, then it's creating all this negative congested energy. So Ganesha will go in and go, oh, I love this. I'm going to just go smash it all up. So you can then experience this fake it till you make it, if you put a smile on your face, you will feel him doing that. Because that's what these divine beings, as Dr. Ply shares, the Ganesha is the head of the Ganas. The Ganas are extraterrestrial. They're not of this earth. They're extra to the earth. They're but close to it. And how close? Inside of us, close. So it's the energy, the spiritual energy inside of us that wants us to do the dance of the divine, do the happy dance. So you might be experiencing a fake it till you make it, but then it will get really authentic throughout the chanting because Ganesha is making you to chant. People say, I don't even know who's saying the chant. I didn't even know if I could say that. Was I saying it? Was I listening to it? So you go into this different dimension. And it's because the chanting is unlocking the secret of Om Gam, the bija or the seed sound that is growing the tree of Ganesha inside of you. So thousands and thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of seeds were planted into you today, and they're exploding, they're sprouting. So that's why Ganesha is like, ping, 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 ping. They're all popping up. So, Kazam is saying here, do I keep the ghee lamp lit all day or just when I'm in prayer? I have one going 24/7. So it's up to you how much ghee you want to go through. So the ghee is what the divine loves. So just like we have our favorite foods and what makes us to be so happy and present and full of joy and satisfied, the divine beings come in, they just love the ghee. So if you have it lit, you're going to have divine beings all around you and you'll feel them and you'll see how the energy is changing in the space. And you can go look at the lamp and then you'll see how much the divine beings came in and they drank the ghee by how much it's gone down in the pot or the lamp. Alice is saying, thanks so much, Sutrita. Enjoying this 1008 chanting of Ganesha. Great. That's great. Okay, did I miss any other questions or shared experiences about Ganesha here today? We're going to get ready to go and join Dr. Ply's fire lab that he has been doing for the past 15, 16 days or so, maybe even more. Is so gracious, and he is bringing in the goddess Vyasa Draupadi, a goddess who wants to give you beauty and auspiciousness and the ability to do miracles in your life and the ability to go beyond your limitations, take you out of suffering, and then enliven your chakras. So Dr. Ply has been guided by the siddhas to do this for free for everyone in the whole world. And you're welcome to participate and enjoy that descent into you. And then also at the beginning, Dr. Ply was really focusing on bringing Ganesha in. So now you've got all this Ganesha consciousness, go to the fire lab. It's on the YouTube, on Pillai Center YouTube. So you go into YouTube.com and then go search for Pillai Center. And then you will see the first video there is going to be live, and then it'll have a countdown time of about 40 minutes from now. So that will be 12 midnight Eastern Daylight Savings Time or 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. And sorry, I don't know the conversion of any other time zone. Maybe Radha, if you have it, you could pop it on there. So, and I think that link is underneath this video as well. So check out that. And we'll see you there tonight. Whew, it's great. Fill yourself up with Dr. Ply's grace and blessings. So where do you get the lamp from? You can get it anywhere. You can go online and just put ghee lamp, and then you can get them in all sizes. I have the ghee lamp behind me in the glass case. It's about maybe 6 inches tall, and it's got maybe like 4 inches, and I just keep filling it up. So you can get the ghee at Walmart and then you just melt it and put a wick in there, a cotton wick. Shivani is saying here, I saw Ganesha during the meditation in a form and inside a photo frame, which I don't have in my house. I feel blessed. Oh, good. So some people go down, go into the state of Ganesha, where he will take them into a video, maybe a video play or a freeze frame, or maybe just doing a little dance with them. So that's what we want to do, is acknowledge that and keep a journal, everyone. There's 21 days it takes for anyone to break a habit and start a new habit. So we want to break down the obstacles that we think that are blocking our progress or experiencing success, health, well-being, beautiful relationships, financial freedom. It's not some wish that we want to be fulfilled. We want it now, not someday. We want it now. And so send it to Ganesha as a letter, write it in your journal and say, listen, I chanted this mantra, I experienced you, so this is what I need you to do. And that can change from day to day, but in 21 days, you're going to be a different person. You're going to see your life and people in your life in a whole new Ganesha light. So it'll be interesting to hear from you at the end of this session. So Sushmita is saying here, Suchitra, does surrendering and praying to God help with self-esteem? The highest self-esteem is God, and God is inside. We just need to raise it up. So the vibration of self-esteem, it's yourself, and it's that steam that comes up. So self-esteem, the highest self-esteem is going to be raised by Lord Ganesha and all the beings, because the chakras are ruled by, or they get activated by lots of different divine beings as well. So definitely surrendering and praying will raise your self-esteem. It will be the highest self-esteem, and not just for some time, oh, it's going to come and go. It's going to be there all the time. Just call on Ganesha, bring me up, put me to the highest self-esteem that I can be at this point in time. So God only knows what you can and cannot do, but you'll feel that energy, and you'll think, oh my God, I'm in trouble, or oh my God, this is horrible, or oh my God, I totally messed up. But Ganesha will just say, no, everything's fine. So I had an experience about an hour ago, and I was sharing about that at the beginning of this call, about an hour before this call started, where I looked at my calendar, and I had another call that was scheduled. I was scheduled to host it before this call. So I'm just, getting ready for this call, and I looked at my calendar. Oh no, I'm not on that other call. Someone else is doing it. And it turns out that I was scheduled for it, but I was looking at the wrong week. And so, oh my God, I was like, oh gosh, what do I do? Om gum, om gum, om gum. All of a sudden, I find out that someone just happens to host the call, and someone else came in and answered the question. So thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Swamini Bali, for taking over the wealth actualization formula chanting call. And so sorry to everyone that I wasn't able to be there. I lost my mind, but then Ganesha had his own idea of what he wanted to do. And so that's where, you can get so stressed out, and you can feel like, oh my God, now people are going to be upset and disappointed, and all this ratcheting, blah, blah, blah can go on, and all that energy can be wasted. Instead, Ganesha finds a way, without even me lifting up a phone or thinking, how am I going to do this? It's already done. So he will do things when you think that you've just completely messed up, and he will make it to be a happy dance. So that is, Teresa, what I wanted to share about my miracle just in the moment. And this is what it is for me. If I were not to know Ganesha and to not have the initiations from Dr. Pillai internally, I would be a mess. And most likely the call wouldn't happen. People would be very upset. I'd be in trouble with my superior. No, not really. Lakshmi's fine. But, you know, it would be a whole different experience. And even, so then even though my mind is saying, oh man, Ganesh is like, don't worry, I got this. I got you. And I got everybody else. So let go and let the God and the goddess create your life in a way that you can experience and practice them entering. If I'm so controlled, maybe they won't ever want to enter and I won't know that that's a miracle. So it is a miracle. Elizabeth is saying, Gina likes me too. It was just fine, but we love you and missed you. Of course. Yeah. Oh, Gina was on it. Okay, good, good. That's great. So River is saying here, is it necessary to be a vegetarian during 21 days of chanting of Ganesha mantra? There are no hard and fast rules with Dr. Pillai. Maybe you can just cut back a little bit on non-veg. But you don't have to go full on veg. Not necessary. You can do whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Froz is saying, oh, wow, Sucharita, that's an Om Gum miracle all the way. Absolutely. It was absolutely like, oh, wow. And then it was just like, I was just moving as if I wasn't moving. I was just being what I needed to do next. So that's what we want to do in life, is to allow God to come in and create a whole other reality for us that is way better for everyone. So I was like, hey, I got out of the way and all these people got to participate. And Sarah was telling me, whoa, this is very cool, all this technology that goes on behind the scenes. She was sharing that she can appreciate the calls that much more, because it just looks like, oh, we just show up. It's not just we just show up. There's a lot going on. But it's good that it doesn't look like that until someone who goes in and they have to do it. It's like, whoa, I didn't know that. So there's the learning took place. Someone else had some fun. I got to be forgiven. And carry on, keep calm and carry on. So I think I've answered all the questions or shared experiences to this point in the chat. Shout out to all of you fabulous people for contributing to creating this beautiful space for Ganesha to come in and pour into everyone. And hopefully everyone is feeling more uplifted. Thanks to the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai, who brought you here. And he said, go get filled up with Ganesha. So thanks everyone. And thanks so much, Radha, for hosting the chat. That was awesome, as always. So I think that Radha has posted, or maybe Donna Devi has posted the link to go jump onto Power Time Practice. It's another free service that we offer for many years, maybe over 8 years or so. And every weekend we come together on Saturday night. Now it's at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, this time slot. So Power Time Practice is learning how to incorporate all Dr. Pillai's teachings as best you can, and then find out what everyone else is doing around the world and all the programs they're in, and creating this flow of being in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. And that's what it is, to feel the power and the energy of time. Time is karma, and we want to compress it and be present to all these divine beings who are going to take us on a journey that is so much more fulfilling and more rewarding. So check that out, and you're welcome to join. In fact, these classes are this 21 days of chanting is during the time slot for Power Time Practice. So all our Power Time Practice people are over here. And we're part of this program. So that's great. So Lakshmi S is saying, I'm excited, went to the thrift store with a friend, found a beautiful jade Ganesha statue. I was surprised it was only $4. It's added to my altar. It's so beautiful. Now that is something. So we want to know how do we know it was Ganesha? Well, here you go. Jade Ganesha, awesome. The four, if it was $4, four is a number associated with Ganesha because his birth is on the fourth moon and also the 14th moon. So we experience Lord Ganesha with the number 4. And then he's also associated with the number 1 because he's number 1. He is the first god that has come into the earth plane. And that's why he's so famous all around the world. And even now, Dr. Pai is saying, even when he was a kid growing up in India, Ganesha wasn't so all over the map. And then as Dr. Ply has been all around the world, so many Ganeshas all around the world, infused in different cultures, different traditions. And then they just recently Google it. You can Google it on YouTube. Is this huge Ganesha? It's gold, pure gold. And it was, I think the price point on that one was like $35 million or something. So I saw the video. It was like maybe a 30-second clip that someone sent. They posted it in one of the groups. And it was so engaging and so mesmerizing. And I thought, oh my God, this is real. He's coming into the earth plane for us now. So this is the time for Ganesha, and it's a time to wake us up, the whole earth plane, to wake Ganesha consciousness up, because we need all our chakras to be activated. So he is the one who's going to activate the chakras and get you into your miracles. So that's it. Teresa's posted the link is below to the Fire Lab. Oh, good. Awesome. And then there's chanting session afterwards with Shiva Kami. She's a long time Dr. Ply devotee, Ply Center devotee, and she is going to be opening up a call for everyone to chant the Vyasa Draupadi mantra. In Dr. Ploy's voice, it will be an audio recording, and many people from around the world are joining, and they're experiencing some pretty tremendous communions with this goddess energy. And we need her to come in and help us to destroy the negativity and create beautiful things in life. So we don't want to just think about what we're going to create. She will wake it up inside of us, and she will make you to feel the beauty of your soul, the beauty of your body, the beauty of the mind, the beauty of everyone around you, the beauty of the earth plane. It's there. We got to pull it to us. So that is going to be 108 chants. So I'm not sure if we can share that link, but I just wanted to announce it. So I don't know what else to do. Maybe it's going to be on Facebook. So go into Facebook groups, and you can see the invitation there. Ping. All right, everyone, we don't have much time. We got to get going over, get ready to be with Dr. Ply in the Fire Lab. So thank you, everyone. God bless you all. I will see you tomorrow, and have an amazing journey with Om Gum all the way throughout the day. Pray for what it is that you want Ganesha to do in your life, and pray for the world. Pray for everyone in the world to wake up to Ganesha, and share this invitation to come and join in, even if it is just once. You can watch the recordings. They're posted to YouTube in Ply Center Practice. So God bless you all. We will see you tomorrow, or see you tonight at the Fire Lab, and afterwards in the chanting with Draupadi and everyone there. So God bless and namaste.